It's crashed again. Ugh. It's live, Gush, yeah. Okay. Hello. Sorry for the late arrival of the commentator. I had a bit of trouble with the game crashing about 5 times before I could even get on the server. We have Revo versus NG, if you are watching. Sure to be a good matchup. Both big game for both sides here. You know, if NG were to get beat here, it opens the door to 0. And as we speak, Revo take the lead with Nori. A bit of a shock start for NG there. Looks a little bit shaky in this last game versus 0, and a bit shaky there to be beat at his near post. It's very unlike him. Revo have gone 1-0 up in this game that NG simply have to win if they want to win the Premier League division. We are coming up to 6 minutes into the game. Once again, I apologize for the late arrival, but I'm here now. Quickly looking at the both lineups. I mean, pretty strong lineups all round. Termi getting a run out for NG at left wing. And it is for Revolution, probably one of their strongest lineups, if not their strongest lineup out. Interesting to see Salix at centre forward and MTZ at centre mid. Normally they're the other way around. It seems to have worked for them so far, as the ball is with Nori. He puts the ball in. It was a dangerous ball, but just a bit too much on it for the Revo players to get on the end of. Chupo will bring it clear. Matt is there. Right, I'm back. As Arshavin has the ball, plays it in, and there's the equaliser for NG. And it is Termi, the guy who doesn't play very often for NG, but when he does, he shows what a kind of a player he was back in the day. Quite an old player for NG, and he has got the equalising goal with the assist for Arshavin. NG have bit back, and they really needed to. Like I said, this is a big game for both sides. Revo want to pull away from Phoenix, who are level points with them in third place. NG, of course, want to try and extend their lead at the top. 0 probably have the more difficult games, you could argue. Revo bring it forward. MTZ puts the ball in. It's a good header out by Lone, I think that was. MTZ, he's on Matt. Puts the ball in, good in-swinger, but again, it's cleared by NG. Good defending in their own area. Chupo brings it forward. Chupo is going to go for the shot, and he's completely took Fonzik by surprise. You've got to say, the keeper really should do better there. Chupo He's got all the time in the world to just bring it forward. Fonzic's positioning probably wasn't the best there, and that is why it has cost Revo. He wasn't exactly in the middle of his goal, and the shot swinging away from him has beat him. And NG have gone 2-1 up. 3 goals already, and we are only coming up to 15 minutes in. You just feel there's going to be more. Goldie picks the ball up for Revo, plays it back to Fonzic. Bit of FPS lag for me there. I hope that fixes. It has done. Rolex plays it infield. Salix has got the ball one-on-one with the keeper. What will he do? He scores. Equaliser for Revo. Both defenses falling apart in this game so far. 4 goals already. You've got to say both sides will not have wanted to start this way. Salix has beaten Seabot in the air, and that is not an easy task. You could see how angry Seabot was with that after the goal went in. You can feel the tensions running high through this game. Like I said, it's important for both sides. Arshavin now brings it forward for NG, plays the ball in, and it's just over Termi's head. Don't forget, if you have me on Steam Friends, you would like me to bring something up on stream, you can PM me. Or you can put it in Twitch chat, and I will try and see that if possible. Matt, happy Halloween, by the way, everyone. As Seabot plays Chupo. Chupo takes his time. He's very good at that. Holding the play up for NG. Revo decide to woof it off him and win the throw. You feel Revo are going to have to do a lot more of that as this game goes on. MTZ beating 2 men. He plays it to Jania. Jania tried to turn on it, but he got crowded out. Question come through from Carito, and he says, 2-2 at 18 minutes in. Do you think this could be a higher scoreline than Liverpool versus Arsenal? I would bet on that. And as I said that, it's really annoying because I forgot to do bet on Ultimate Team for this game. So that's really annoying. Termi puts the ball in, and it's a deflected header out, another corner to NG. I actually think it will end up higher than 5-5. I'm prepared to stake iOS Ultimate Team credits on that, which I was unfortunately too late to bet. Nori had 3 on him, and that is, you've got to say, a woof with a capital W. Amp goes long, but Seabot wins the header. Chupo gets it woofed off him. It's a battle of woofs at the moment. And it's funny because you would not have said that last season these teams would have been woofing the hell out of each other, but that's what's happening at the minute at iOS. Total respect for your opposition. Arshavin plays Chupo. Chupo with a sweeping ball in, but Goldie will just get that clear. Salix picked up the loose ball. Salix turns on it. Almost fell to Termi. MTZ, Rolex, Jania, back to Rolex. Rolex goes long. He's found Nori. Nori has 2 men on him, 3 men on him, and he's lost out to Seabot, who's eager to make up for the mistake, you would say, that cost him the goal for Revo. Loan for NG. He's pushed up from his left back position. He still has it. Goes back to Seabot. NG trying to settle into this game now. They do not want this game to be end-to-end because there will be more goals. Arshavin is tackled by Rolex. Rolex does the smart thing. Plays it off Arshavin for a goal kick. Chupo out wide to Arshavin. Arshavin against Rolex. He's turned back inside. Puts the ball in. That's a great ball in. And Fonzic this time was ready for it. Somehow I've ended up on Revo's bench. So I apologize for that because I can hear their team talk. I will go back on the spectators bench. I hope they don't notice. Lone brings it forward to Tammy. Lone comes forward. Lone to Seabot. Seabot long to go ball out to Matt. Matt has got the better of Rolex. Has he? Yes, he puts the ball in, but it's over the heads of Temi and Arshavin. At the moment, both teams overplaying it a little bit in that final third. The game has settled down a little bit, you have to say. All of a sudden, Salix with the throw. What can he do here? Salix goes for the shot, but looks, saves. Matt out to Lone. Lone to Temi, who does a good turn. Completely dumbfounded Goldie. Temi will get the cross in. It does go in, and again, it's over everyone's head. NG overplaying it a little bit at the moment with the crosses. Nori is tackled by Arshavin. Salix, Matt having a little box battle in the middle, and it's ended up back in the defensive area for NG. Kobe out to Lone. Lone to Chupo. Chupo to Matt, but it's intercepted by Salix. Very scrappy game at the moment. Both teams just having a lot of interceptions and tackles. Jania on Kobe, and he plays it off him for the corner to Revo, which Jania will take. Jania takes it, and it almost deflected unkindly for the goalkeeper, but it did land at his feet. And he played a quick ball out to Arshavin, who brings it forward for NG. He's got past all his men, goes for the shot, and NG have gone 3-2 up. Arshavin, the goal scorer. Keeper there, maybe a little bit hasty off his line, and it opens up the angle at the near post for Arshavin. And you don't want to give Arshavin that open goal like that because he will score. Amp maybe could have stood off Arshavin a little bit longer there, but I think he was scared of the shot coming in early. Revo have got it all to do again now. Scoreline is 3-2 NG. The 5-all is still on. Chupo turns back inside from Amp, puts the ball in, and another header from Temi, and Fonzik saves this one. Salix in the midfield for Revo. Plays it out to Nori. Nori needs to get himself back in this game like he was at the start. That is a good ball to Jania, but he's just offside. He would have been through on goal there. Might have forced the foul from NG. Seabot down the middle to Arshavin. Arshavin outside to Temi. Temi will go for the in-swinger, but it's cleared out by Revo and Salix to Nori. Nori's lost out to Seabot. Seabot definitely getting himself back in this game. Goldie with some good blocking there because he was clearly out of stam. Temi had the stamina, but he managed to block him and get the safe ball for his team. Approaching half-time now. Kobe to Matt. Out to Lone. Lone infield to Seabot. Seabot swings it out to Kobe, who's got plenty of time here. What can Kobe do? Infield. And in the end, it was just ahead of Arshavin, and MTZ slides it out for a corner kick to NG. Revo will just be happy to get in a half-time here. Chupo has picked it up on the outside of the area. Nobody was marking him, but it was lucky for Revo that the shot was straight at them. Kobe will take the next corner for NG. Swings it in, but it's a good defensive header out by Revo. Salix tried to find Nori, but Lone cut it out. And then Chupo, realizing that time was running out, went for the surprise shot. It didn't work. And that is half-time. 100-mile-an-hour start to the match. And all of a sudden, we were at 2-all. Then the game settled down a little bit. NG, though, have managed to get the important 5th goal. Still another half to go, and if it starts how the first half went, then, wow, there's more goals. But the old adage is that if NG go ahead, they're in control. They don't have to rush. They just need to settle back into this game, stop Revo's attacks, keep Nori off the ball. For Revo, yeah, get Nori on the ball. He needs to be more involved in this game because when he is, he makes things happen for his team. Looking at the stats, of course, NG always will have better pass completion usually than their opponents. Revolution not too far behind on 67%, NextGen on 71% completed, but way more passes. This is what I mean about controlling the game. Look at these passes back to centre-back, back in field. Matt playing at centre-back, swapped there with Seabot. They're going to do a lot of switching. Almost playing 2 centre-backs there, the way they've lined up. Interesting from NG that they've chosen to start the half like that. Are they a bit scared of Revo's attack? Possibly. But if they get another, that's going to settle the nerves. NG will take the corner with Arshavin. Again, nobody's marking the man on the edge, and that you cannot do that against NG because that was almost another free shot. Well, it was. And it wasn't blocked either. It nearly went through to the goalkeeper. Seabot now from centre-back is on right wing for NG. He's played the ball in, and Chupo's hit one off the post with a header. Seabot almost being very effective there for NG. NG are turning the screw now. Termi with the ball in. Only Chupo to aim at, though. Seabot, again, he's miles up the field. And he's won a corner for his team. He wants to get himself involved in this game after the early stutter, you'd say, by him. Arshavin in, but MTZ with the header out. Termi went for the first time shot, and he's won another corner for NG. At the moment, Revo are being pinned back in their own half. Arshavin with the ball in, the header out again by MTZ, I think. Salix downfield to Nori. Nori infield to MTZ. MTZ to Jania. Jania, what will he do? Oh, off the post for Revo. Big, big chance. Big chance to equalise for Revo. Will he regret that? There's still plenty of time left. But they really, really needed that equaliser because NG are back on the attack. Arshavin is here. Arshavin will get the cross in, but it's headed out again by Revo. They're doing their defensive work at the moment, but the attack just can't seem to string 2 passes together. Matt has won it off MTZ. Arshavin tried to squeeze it through to Chupo. It did get through. Now Revo have the ball with Salix. Seabot takes no chances and woofs it straight off him. And all of a sudden, Chupo is on the wing. He's out of stamina. Rolex has not seemed to notice that. But it didn't matter. Chupo went past him. And there's the goal. NG 4-2 up. Arshavin has got himself his second. Chupo with the assist. Chupo was out of stamina, and Rolex maybe was too, but if he wasn't, he should have went in on him earlier because Chupo just turned him after he'd conserved the stamina. Easy played across the box to Arshavin, who just taps it in for the 4-2 NG. Revo now really, really letting this game slip away from them after the brilliant start that they had. Again, Nori cannot get himself into this game. And that seems to be costing them, especially in the second half. Arshavin on Rolex. Arshavin tried to play it out to Chupo, but the ball hit himself. It's ended up going out for a throw into Revo. MTZ goes long. It's a good ball to Salix, who is one-on-one with the goalkeeper. What will Salix do? Salix scores. Revo have got themselves back in this game, and it was from just a bit of a Hail Mary ball from MTZ, you have to say. But it was effective. Matt was not ready for that. Salix, cool as you like, just slides it underneath Lux. Believe me, he still had a hard job there. He had two defenders knocking him left, knocking him right, and one-on-one with the goalkeeper, he puts it underneath the keeper's left, low to the ground. Lux was not ready for that. Revo did need a quick reply, and they've got it. But now, it is still NG 4-3. And they're on the attack again. Tammy, I think MTZ got in with a good slide there to stop the near post shot. Chupo has it. MTZ blocks the initial cross. Back in field. Matt is there. Matt has lost it to Rolex, and Salix will pick up the loose ball. But then Seabot is intercepted. Salix woofs it off him. Salix getting involved. Chupo back to Matt. Matt outside to Kobe. Kobe back inside to Seabot. Seabot to Matt. Matt back to Lux. NG trying to settle down into this game again. The quicker the game is, the more it suits Revo. You just feel that. Arshavin on amp instead chooses Chupo, who then plays it out to Kobe. Kobe takes his time, puts the cross in, but that was easy for MTZ to clear out. Chupo back to Matt. Matt to Lone. Lone to Arshavin, who's done a good turn, and the shot in the end was straight at Fonzik, who probably did good there to close the angle for the shot. But again, Revo cannot keep hold of this ball. It just keeps coming back at them. You feel they're going to have their best chances on the counter-attack because NG, they're wanting to get this killer goal. The 5-all still on. Lone turns back inside. Out to Matt. Matt to Arshavin. To Matt. What will Matt do? Will he go for the shot? No, he plays it to Arshavin, and MTZ with a good slide again to block. MTZ with 10 interceptions so far. Matt, ball in. Header out by Revo. Is this a chance to counter for Revo? Out to Jania. Jania on Kobe. Turns inside. Decides to go back to Rolex. Rolex went for the long ball, but it was cut out by Seabot. And now NG have possession again. Lone for NG. Decides to go back to Kobe. Kobe out to Arshavin, who just couldn't keep it in. Bit too much power on it, possibly from Kobe. Oh, almost through to Nori. Almost. That seems to be the way through for Revo in this game, the long balls. I think it's twice they've been able to score from long balls up to Salix. Chupo, almost caused Fonzik problems there with the deflected cross. Corner to NG. Chupo with the ball in. It was low and out swinging. It's deflected back out for NG. Chupo, ball in again. What a corner and what a goal. Nobody marking him, though. You have to say, Chupo, brilliant corner. MTZ just lost him. Like, MTZ just lets him go. I think possibly MTZ thought the corner was going in near post, but it was covered. He didn't have to join his other defender there. He should have just followed Arshavin, and it's left Arshavin completely unmarked. And he's not going to miss from there. Revo now have to score 3 goals to equalize, well, to win this game. 2 to equalize. Chupo to Termi. Termi in. Ignored. Jania. Infield to Nori. Nori has got 3 men on him. He's got to turn back to goal. He does. Nori inside to Salix. Salix out to Nori. This is better from Revo. What can they make happen here? Nori has got 2 men on him. You feel this is a game plan from NG. Put 2 men on him at all costs. Nori has got the better of them, though. But Seabot wins the header from the cross. Chupo to Lone. Lone has time to bring it forward. Lone does initially get tackled, but wins the ball back. Goes back to Matt, who plays Seabot. Seabot. Kobe. Kobe, that's a loose ball. That is a loose ball, and Nori will pick it up. What can... Oh, I was going to say, what can Revo do? They can get woofed. That's what will happen. Chupo now. This is looking dangerous for Revo. Arshavin ran out of stamina at exactly the wrong moment there because he would have had a free effort on goal. Matt on Goldie. Goldie stays with him. Matt turns back inside. Matt turns back outside. And now all he needs to do is put it across, and he does. It's a block on the line by Rolex. Or rather, just in front of the keeper, because it was going in. Matt again went for the surprise shot, but Fonzik didn't get beat by that. Nori has got 2 men on him again. And Jania was in an offside position. Time running out for Revo. Can they get 2 quick-fire goals? It's not looking likely as the way the game's going in this closing period of the game. Arshavin trying to slip it through to Termi, but too much on it. Rolex plays it off Arshavin, and it did fall for Jania, who plays Salix. And Nori was in an offside position. Lone goes long, but Rolex intercepts the ball. Did play it to Nori, who brings it forward for Revo. He's turned inside, goes for the shot, tried to catch Lux out. Lux was not getting beaten by that. Seabot. Back to Lux. Lux, long to Arshavin, who nobody was marking. Cannot Arshavin. Oh, in the end, Rolex has decided to take the red card there. And in the end, Arshavin makes them pay twice. If the red card wasn't enough punishment for Revo, that goal was. Fonzik, you can't really say he was unsighted. There was only 2 men in the wall. He stood in the center of his goal. I think he just dives too late there. Because really, nobody should be scoring from that far out from free kicks. Game over for Evo, but can they get some consolation goals? Almost. As the ball was played in by Nori. Amp tried a low ball, and now all of a sudden, Arshavin's bringing it forward again. Can he get his 5th goal? Plays it into Termi unselfishly. Termi back to Chupo. Chupo to Arshavin. Arshavin, I think, wanted to volley that, but it didn't work. Probably would have been his 5th goal of the game. Man of the match, you have to say, for NG. Seabot out to Lone. Lone wants to get on the assists. The cross in. In the end, that is full time. Well, again, as many of these Premier League games seem to have done this season, the first halves are always very chaotic. you don't know which side's going to end up going on to win. And then in the second half, one side normally takes control of the game. And NG did eventually take control of this game. They were able to go in, I think as soon as they took the 3-2 lead, they felt like they could go on and finish this game off, and they have done. Revo probably disappointed, because if they were able to maybe have stopped one or two of them NG goals in the first half, they'd have been in control. And NG chasing games are not as dangerous as NG when they are in control of games. And when NG are in control of games, they'll win. And that's exactly what they have done, been able to do with the second half. 6-3 winners. And what that does is it puts NG's lead at the top of the table. I did have it open before, so I will open it back up again. Give me 2 minutes. Yeah, they were both on the top on 19 points. NG were only ahead on head-to-head, but now they've extended the win. They've extended their lead at first place to 20. I'm terrible at maths. 22 points. So 0. They'll have it all to do in their next game when they play Revolution themselves on the 3rd of November to try and get back on level points with NG. But the only way they can win is if NG drop points and 0 don't lose and win every game, basically. So NG are in the driving seat. And with that being said, we can attempt to try and get some people in for interviews and see what they thought about that match. Let's have a look. I will ask Revolution first. Oh, somebody's joined me.
Hi there, mate.
Oh, it's Nori. Hiya. Yeah, I was just about to ask in Revolution General then, actually, but Nori has joined us. So, frustrating game, definitely, because that first half, NG looked like they were all over the place, and it looked like Revo were about to cause, I wouldn't really say an upset, but they were about to, show NG what they were made of, and what I think happened was, I think as soon as NG took the lead, that's when they get in control of games.
Yeah, well, that's NG. I mean, at their best day, they can beat everyone they want. But I don't know, it wasn't really like they didn't really like play like NG normally does. They kind of like went for the crosses. They even started to move.
Yep.
But I mean, it worked, so I can't really be mad at that, can I? They played it. They played it good. Like, we came back after they scored 2-1, I guess, the 2-2. We had hope, but I don't know. Just wasn't our day, I guess. And also, like, we had a different lineup, and Dana was like, should normally play CB, but he couldn't last second, so we had to switch everything up.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting to see Salix get playing in centre forward in this game. Was that an idea that you had, maybe to change it up a little, because it'd been MTZ, hadn't it, playing centre forward recently?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Like, Mitz is like a better defender than Salix is. So we like wanted to create as much space for Salix as possible, and like it worked. He got 2 goals of it. So that was like the plan, just to get him a bit more freedom in the middle. So whenever he gets the ball in the middle, like he can do his thing.
Well, I think that was interesting you said that, yeah, because like NG, yeah, they were looking very, very shaky from them long balls. And I think what that is I think I spotted what it is. It's when Seabot is out of position and ends up at centre mid.
Exactly.
They don't have. I mean, okay, yes, Alex did beat him in the air for one of them, but for the second one, it was Matt, and Seabot
Yeah,
wasn't there. And I think that is definitely something that NG need to look at themselves, because
definitely.
I think when they push up like that, it does cost them. And I think Revo were able to show that today.
True,
So
we
if you can
were
take
hoping
one
for that.
positive, you've exploited a weakness of NG.
Nah, that was a known tactic. Like we know Seabot is a beast, of course. Like he's one of the best defenders in the game, if not the best at this moment. But we know Celtics is good too in the air. And I mean, every time like Seabot went a bit more up, we tried to go for the long ball, as you said, and it kind of worked out. But yeah, I mean, nothing to say. I guess they did it well. They won the game. Congrats to them. They played very well. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, I mean, tell me, yeah, I mean, probably unfair as well now, but it means that, like, the league, I think it was going to be difficult to win a league anyway, because NG and
Yeah.
Zero can, all their games are winnable, really. I mean, Zero have still got to play you guys, so you could have a big say on what happens.
Hmm.
But I mean, the good news is you have Cup still.
Exactly.
You've
Yeah.
got chefs in that. Are we expecting a different lineup for that, or are you going to throw everything you've got at that game? I'd imagine you would.
I'm gonna throw everything after that game. I'm gonna throw everything I got into that game. I
Yeah,
mean, we like NG I think they play Phoenix and NT after this. So I think like it was already like we already know like the first place is like unreachable at this point. But I mean, if you were to win today, we could probably maybe secure second place.
yeah,
But still, I think our destination at this moment is like third place. Just secure that and just win the cup. I mean, for a beginning team, not that
yeah.
bad, right?
That was literally my next question. I was going to say, at the start of the season, if somebody had said Revo will finish third and win the cup, you'd have took that, wouldn't you?
I'm not gonna lie, like I actually thought like we would like end sixth or fifth place, but I had hope to win in that past time it was the mid cup. I was like, okay, let's at least try to win the mid cup and in like fifth place or fourth with hope.
Yeah.
But this, no one would have said this at all.
So I guess I'll ask you one last question. I know obviously Revo obviously got beat today, but who give it the best today for Revo? Who deserves a mention?
Today, um, yeah, well, I'd say everyone, of course, but I think Salix did his job, did his duty. I mean, he scored 2 goals, was dangerous. Who really like pointed out today? I don't know, maybe our defense did pretty okay, I guess. I mean, like the goals were like maybe they were like savable, like defendable, but I think they tried to hold on as well as they could.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I could have done much better, like much better, but I haven't been playing for 3 days, so I was a bit rusty. But same goes for MTZ2 and Statics 2. We were all a bit rusty, so I think we could have maybe done little bit better.
Okay. Well, thank you for your thoughts, Nori, as
Thanks, man.
always, and obviously good luck for that big cup game, which is on
Thanks,
the
man.
6th.
6th
So
November, yeah, true.
yeah, I think there's a little bit of a break now. Well, kinda.
Is it? Oh yeah, that's nice actually.
I think the next games are on the 3rd of November. So yeah, there's like a 2-day break, I
Yeah, but
guess.
the weekend break. Oh no, it's Sunday actually. Oh, I forgot about that. It's Sunday. It's like in 4 days, 3 days now.
So yeah, so good luck for the next league game and the cup game.
Yeah, thanks, man. Have a nice day. See you.
Thank you. Take care. So that was Nori. We can attempt to try to get somebody from NG in. We have Matt with us. And yeah, Matt is obviously very humble, of course. Very humble performance from Matt.
All right, I'm back. What's up? Just
Yeah,
listen,
I
it was
guess you're
NG.
having
NG told me to do this. I was like, nah, let's not do it. Let's be mature about this. But they were like, let's do it.
that is typical Liverpool fan behaviour.
Nah, that is no. Listen, that is not.
Before the cup has even been
No.
won.
Listen, it's not really. We are humble. We know failures. It's fine. I blame Chupa Noise. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, shaky start. Like, you must have been thinking for a second, wow, this isn't how we wanted to start this game. Like, Revo have got the potential to do that, 2-year quick fire goals. But then, I think NG got back in control of the game. And, I think it was the second half really that finished Revo off. But would you say that NG have been conceding a little bit too much lately than they'd like?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if you would analyze both our zero game and this game, I think previous games too, we do concede a lot of goals. I am not sure. It's just, but the thing is, it's just individual mistakes most of the times. Like, it's easy to just. I don't think the way we defend is the reason we're conceding, but more like at that very specific moment, it just someone does a little small mistake and we get punished by it. And that's how it was. I think, like, for example, the first goal, I think both Lone and especially Lux could have done a little bit better. Because I think, in my opinion, only Nuri could only shoot in one side because we covered the other side, but it still went. And the second goal, it was a small mistake by Seabot, misjudging. The third goal was just me doing the same mistake like Seabot did, just misjudging the ball. And I mean, that's how we get punished, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it was easy to spot two of the Revo goals came from just long balls up the field, and
yeah,
that, I guess, that is something that can be an issue when you rotate a lot like you do with Seabot. Is that something that you're just kind of going to brush off and say, well, that's going to happen the way we play, or do you just want to try and solve that?
I don't know how we can solve it. Like, in the end, I think when we do a mistake, I think we know what we've done, and then it's up to the individual, like himself, to really. I don't know if it's about focus, if it's about just not being good enough, but I highly doubt that. I think we're all good enough, so it's mostly just maybe we have more focus and just. To be honest, though, Seabot just randomly went in. He didn't even warm up. He just came in, for example, and played straight out from work. Just started playing. So
Yeah.
he was playing kind of cold.
Yeah.
So he did honestly pretty well considering the circumstances. At
Yeah.
least we the other ones we warmed up. So I don't know if you have some excuse, but it is what it is. I don't know. Just some focus issues probably.
Yeah, I mean, I think once he'd got a half out the way, like, he was everywhere then, and I think he was back to his best in that second half. He was running up the right wing, like,
Yeah.
towards the second half, and I was like, this is a centre back doing this. But that's the kind of play he's developing into, like, and I think that's why people rate him so highly, because nobody seems to be able to carry the ball up the field like he can as a defender. So that's why he gets a lot of credit, I guess. But
Yeah, yes, it's cool to have at times. It can punish us at times too. So just goes both ways, and it's a coin flip.
So I guess we'll focus attention on the rest of the league now. You've put yourselves back in the driving seat. Really, it's your league to play for now. Like, you just have to win every game. And Zero can't beat you.
Do we have to win every game or just one game? I've got something that we just have to win one more game out of the two games.
Let me see.
Otherwise, NG lied to me and they put me on the spot here, and
let me see.
Not cool.
Okay, so yeah, you're on 22 points now. So yeah, I think you only have to win one more game. So yeah, you are right. because Zero, I thought Zero had another game in this round, but they don't. Zero, I've got, yeah. Even if Zero won their last two games and you won your last two, yeah, you'd still be 3 points ahead. So
Yeah, and we got that at head, I think. So technically, we should just need to win one more game.
yeah, you've
Yeah,
got natural talent next, so you'd argue that you should be winning that. And then you have Chefs in the last game who can cause problems with their strongest side. So
true.
worst case scenario there, you beat natural talent and then lost against Chefs, you'd still win the league. So really, yeah, it's going to be hard to see any other winner now. So, I mean, it's not been an easy ride. I think everybody could admit that. Like past leagues, we would have seen natural talent or Zero run away with it together. But at one point, it looked like Revolution were going to shock the community. And then I think obviously with the changes that happened there, that slowed them down a little bit. Obviously Phoenix haven't had the best of seasons. I can admit that because we'd have been like to have been, all four of us challenging really.
I mean, it was at some point. If I understood, I haven't checked the league that much, but of what I understood, at least from Ari, I think he told me there was like 4 teams. It was all for us, like really going at it.
Yeah, there was like 3 points I think in between people at one point, and I think that was because like teams like Chefs, I think they were able to beat Revolution, which meant that kept them back. And then obviously Revolution were able to. Everyone was just beating each other at one point. I think that's what happened. But yeah, I mean, it's been an exciting league. Would you say it's the most exciting you've ever played in?
Yeah, I think so. I think even though we only have like 1 loss and 1 draw, I feel like every game has like some of the games have been really close.
Yeah.
So I do think it's been one of the more exciting seasons. I'm really happy for it because normally it was always going to be a 2-team race, and I feel like it was way closer now. And I'm pretty excited. I hope it stays. You know how iOS is. Basically, someone's gonna fold, and then it's just gonna be chaos again. But if everyone can just work, play together, and just like go through tough times, because it's easy to just fold a team when it's going bad, and we've seen that happening. Like there's some teams who has been close to folding, but they haven't. So if they can just stick together, go through it, and just work through the problems, be a little bit more adult, and then there's hope. There is hope.
Yeah. Wise words, Matt. Wise
Yep.
words.
Victorious.
Rhino had already pointed that out in Twitch chat, so just so you know. He's always hot on the ball with things like that.
Yep. To be fair though,
Okay.
we did fold after the season, so if you're gonna fold, do it after the season, please.
Yeah. Just and then leave it all to me to pick up the pieces.
Yep. I always have a backup leader to pick it up. True.
Okay, 2 more questions. One a little bit controversial. The other one of the standard questions I ask.
Is it the best keeper in iOS?
No. This is a question I'm actually asking.
Okay.
What has happened to Lux?
What?
What has happened to him?
I don't know. Just declined heavily. I don't know what happened to him. Just
I was hoping you said that.
it's just like we're thinking of maybe having Mebo go back to keeper again, just to make sure that we're not letting in stupid goals. Like passing Panther the ball, stuff like that.
Does he have to put the helmet on, do you think? Do you think that's what it is?
I do think so. I'm not sure if he's had too many balls on his head, like, and just starting to show now, but yeah, maybe you should look into it, the helmet.
Okay, we got that one out the way.
Yep.
Last question, who's your man of the match for NG today?
Right. So there is, I don't know, it's easy to say just Arshavian because he scored 4 goals. To be honest, there was some great goals. I can't point out a single man of the match. I think we all played well. I think Kobe was really good. I think
I
Chupo was
thought
decent.
Chupo did well, yeah.
Chupo was good. And well, I guess my top 3 would probably be something around. It's hard. I think we all played well. I think me Lux were the worst. That's all.
Okay, so you're saving Lux there by joining him on the
Yeah, don't want to leave him there
the
alone.
bad players bench,
Yep,
I guess. If only you could wear a helmet as an outfield player. I think they should do that. I really do, just for a laugh. They should let the outfield players wear helmets.
Jeez.
So that's my next request in help desk or assets or wherever it goes now. Okay, well, thank you for coming in, Matt. Good win in the end for NG, and
Thank you.
that's really put you on the title winning road now. So good luck for the rest of the season. I'm not sure you'll need it, but and take care.
Same. Have fun.
So that was Matt, who joined us for NG. Good game in the end. Easy for, not really easy for NG in the end, but I think comfortable in the end in that second half. Revo looked like they might have been about to pull off the win in the first half, but I think as soon as NG took the 3-2, slipped away from them a little bit, and they've run out 6-3 winners. So once again, thank you for joining me. The next round of games before I go are on the 3rd of November. That starts with NextGen versus Natural Talent, and that is at 19:30 Amsterdam time. Then there will be Zero Revolution, and that is at 20:30 Amsterdam time. And then there is Chef's Phoenix, and that is at 21:30 Amsterdam time. So all teams playing in the Premier Division on that day. Of course, there will be Challenge League games as well on the 2nd of November. That is Red Sunset Ignite Academy at 19:30 Amsterdam time, and Natural Talent Academy versus Wasps at 20:30 Amsterdam time. So that is all the next games. Thank you once again for joining me, and I'm sure I will see you in the commentary box again soon. Thank you very much.